Um, I knew that I wanted to be working with color. I knew that I wanted to be working with some sort of stigmatized space on college campuses. And I knew that I also wanted to be working with some sort of waste resource, which is kind of three really big things to draw together.
We
But
love it.
we love it. Why not reach for the stars? So the idea was gnosis is what ended up coming from it.
Okay,
And
that's how you say it.
gnosis,
I was wondering.
totally. So gnosis comes from, or at least for me, the reason the name made sense to me was gnosis from gnosi seoton, which is what I believe is written on the temple at the Oracle of Delphi. And that was the phrase know thyself. So gnosis, as a condom company, was a not a diagnostic, but a visualization tool to help someone know or have an indication of, ooh, something funky in terms of your sexual health is going on here. You should get tested. And this was born out of conversations I had had with peers on campus, where there was a stigma either within their community, within their healthcare system, within their friend groups, just made it really hard for them to motivate themselves to get tested for different STIs. So
Yeah.
what I was trying to do with Gnosis was challenge the stigma of sexual health and sexual testing or STI testing through a visual color change indicator. And that visual color change indicator happened to be, because what could I get my hands on, happened to be red cabbage. Because red cabbage very famously has a gorgeous color change indication between its acid and basic spectrum, from a really, really deep blue purple to like a bright red and like stunning. So that very different visual indicator could show or detect changes on the surface pH of an area of the skin. So if there
Mm.
was a sore or a lesion, that would have a different pH than the rest of the skin and would show that visual indication of, ooh, something's going on here. It's not just a little pimple. It's not just a little irritation from shaving or something. But like the idea was to just kind of like start that conversation. And then the cabbage itself would be from waste that couldn't be sold at supermarkets because whether it was moldy or not pretty enough to be sold in supermarkets, because there's a huge issue of lots of very good produce that's too
Oh,
ugly to be sold in,
yeah.
right? And it's like perfectly good. So working with all of that resource of red cabbage that is absolutely fine to be used. And maybe if it's past food safety window, it could still be used as a great color change indicator to be worked into a water-based lubricant that would be incorporated into these condoms to be used as a sexual health encouragement for testing.
So you work the cabbage into condoms. I mean, what better tagline could you ask for?
Right? Cabbage into color changing condoms. CC